Sorry, the podcast cut out. Not enough signal. Should have figured that shit, so I'm gonna record it now. But like I was saying, that if you send somebody to the court, all right, saying that they might be mentally unstable to own a firearm, all right, the court will hold them off from buying any new firearms, but allow them to keep the ones that they have. And they have to go see 3 psychologists, and if they are deemed to be unfit to be able to possess a firearm, then we take away the firearms, and the state or the federal government eats that cost. Now, if they are deemed fit to be able to own a firearm, then the person that made the claim has to eat that cost. So they have to pay for the psychologist that the person has seen and the court fees. Now, I know what some people are saying. Well, why would you want that to happen? Because it will keep the people from being able, it will lower the number of people that will make false accusations. Because nobody wants a $10,000 to $30,000 payment so somebody go see a psychologist. Let's just make that simple. Nobody wants that. So it should help out with that. And now we need to go on to probably like parents, because a lot of times some of these kids, they're not going out and buying these firearms. The parents have it. And I'm thinking, if the kid's deemed to be unfit, that maybe we should have some extra precautions behind it. Maybe somebody needs to go down to their house and make sure that these firearms are locked up nice and secure, where these people that might do harm themselves or other can't get a hold to it. That's the only thing I'm saying. It might work, it might not. Who knows? But I think we need to start making it more responsible, that people's actions are responsible. Well, everybody's responsible for their own actions. How about that? Like, I'm responsible for mine. Like, I make a podcast, very shitty podcast, and I talk a bunch of bullshit. Nobody really watches it. It's what it is. I think driving my car, I might do it in the morning. I got a lot of shit to think about in the morning. I wish I had other people to talk to. Fortunately, I don't. And the people I kind of work with, their mind's like 1,000 miles away sometimes, it seems like. I've also been talking to my cousin. Now, my cousin, special guy, man. He really is. He's one of the very few Christians that I know that goes to church every Sunday since we were little. Now, granted, he is a pastor now, but he still goes. And out of everybody in my family, he's the only one that doesn't bug me about not being Christian. Now, am I not Christian because, it's like, why am I not Christian? Well, I stray away from it. I could never be a good Christian, and it's hard for me to believe in it 100%, and I don't see the point of going to a church every Sunday to worship something that may or may not be there, and where there's a lot of contradictories in it. But he said something to me. He goes, he was talking like, yeah, y'all two have been together for a long time, even though you haven't been married and you have kids. So that's a lot better than most people do nowadays, which is referred to me and my girl. And I was like, yeah, maybe. But we've also known each other for so many years. And it works out. But I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy. Everything in the world's kind of just right there. I mean, I'm still on the hunt for jobs, because I know podcasting ain't going to get me any money. Not worried about it. I would love to be on another podcast, something similar like this, like, something with Christopher Titus, Joe Rogan, something like that, you know, have a conversation with them. I mean, some of the people they have on there, I would love to pick some of those people's brains. Even though like I probably share nothing in common with the majority of them. And you know, I slowly realized I don't share a lot of common with a lot of people. You know, I'm so tight knit. You know, I go to work, I go home, and that's about it. I only hang out with friends maybe twice a year. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a boring individual now. Maybe I'm just too busy. You know, 3 kids, girl at home, trying to make a living. You know, maybe I'm just too busy. I know if I saw a psychologist or a doctor, they'd say I'm manically depressed. Well, shit, my lifestyle, you probably would be too. But, you know, it's what it is. And I'm using this mainly as an outlet just to say what the fuck's on my mind. And it's just how it happens. I don't expect anybody to watch this half the time. I mean, I'm happy if people do, and it's not going to bother me if they don't. I mean, I really do got to think of shit to talk about. I mean, I got to engage more out there, you know, the news cycles, all that, but it's so hard when it's all about the same stupid shit. I'm tired of hearing about motherfuckers talking about gun control. Look, it ain't gonna fucking happen. It ain't gonna happen because nobody wants to give. I'm tired of hearing about everybody wants free fucking college. Bitch, I would love free fucking college. But guess what? That shit ain't gonna happen either. And I would love to have it, but at the same time, I know it'd be horrible to do. So I'll leave that fuck alone. And Trump, I don't give a shit about Trump. You know why I don't give a shit about Trump? Because Trump is Trump. He fucks porn stars, cheats on his wife, and he says stupid shit on Twitter. That's who he is. And then people are like, why aren't you vote for Hillary? Because she's crooked as shit. And people, I love it. People call me, oh, you're so right wing. I'm probably more right wing than most people, but I still stay on fucking other issues. Like, love for fucking cannabis to be decriminalized. That shit would be fucking awesome. I like my Second Amendment. I think you have every right to say shit you want to say, as long as it doesn't create violence. But I also think you shouldn't sit there and call everybody fucking Hitler and every fucking person a communist. Even though there's some people out there that probably should be called that shit. I think every politician should be like kids' diapers. Changed often because they're always full of shit. Being a politician should not be a career. Even the founding fathers didn't think it was a fucking career. They're just businessmen that came out there, get shit done, and leave, go back to doing their shit. But that's what it is. And I've been listening to conspiracy theories, man. Or unsolved mysteries. Oh my god, this shit's fucking off chain. I love murders and stuff like that. But sometimes when you go to these conspiracy theories, it's like, damn, how much is this true? Kind of crazy. But, you know, I progressed. I'm going to think of some shit to talk about over the weekend. We'll look into some shit. We'll talk about some shit. Maybe I get some people in on this shit. I don't know. But I'm just a crazy guy doing crazy shit, I guess. So This is the end of the Simple Stupid Guy. Peace out.